Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with me, and I think I'm back, maybe. Who knows? But we are back, and I am going to do some clusters today. I'm going to do them a little bit different than what I've done them before. I had a lot of questions that I answered just not too long ago about clusters and how you use them in your journal. So I thought we would make some real quick, and then I'll show you the different ways that I use them in my journals. Now I'm starting off with just a piece of coffee dyed paper. It's one that I accidentally let get wet and it messed up a little bit, but it's not going to matter. And then I go in on that and I do some book page, and we're going to do them all on this same sheet here, and then we'll tear them out. So, depending on how large you want to make them, you can make them big or small or medium. Doesn't matter. Make them to suit yourself. I usually make some of different sizes. It just helps when I start doing journals, because sometimes I might need one big, and then sometimes I might need just a little bitty one. So, sometimes you might need a long one, so you could even do a long one like that. So how have you guys been doing? Have y'all been being good while I've been gone? I hope so. Hope you've been good. Seems like it's been forever since I've done a video, so I don't even know if I'll know how to edit or anything else, because I forget some of this stuff, you know. My eye is a lot better. I know people are going to ask. I still have just a little bit of dryness. But other than that, the burning, the itching, the stinging, all of that's gone. And my vision has cleared up. As a matter of fact, I can see my little squirrel out there. My little pet squirrel out back on the deck. He's chewing away at that wood. So, the vision is cleared up. That was the main thing. I wasn't really worried about, you know, the stinging and the burning and all of that, because I can tolerate that. But I didn't want my vision to be blurry. Alright, we are going to start off with that. And then from there we'll start adding some different layers. Now I usually go into my little scraps of designer paper, and I start grabbing some of those in different colors, and I'll put some of those down. You can put whatever you want. Just grab out your scraps, grab out your birds, your butterflies, any kind of embellishments you might have. Grab those out of your stash and then just kind of get started. You always have to start somewhere, don't you? Now these scraps are really tiny, so, or most of them are, so I'm probably going to have to dig a little deep to get some good ones out of here. And I like for my scraps to be torn all the way around. I like for them to all be the jagged look. I don't want anything that's real smooth, similar, all that. I want them to be jagged. See, I told you guys I can't even talk, can I? So thank you for all of you who have, oh my goodness, you guys are just amazing. I'm going to put some ink on some of these just to keep the white edges from showing. Y'all have gone back and watched old videos. Y'all have joined my YouTube channel. You have bought me coffees. I mean, you guys have been amazing. Just amazing. Like I said the other day, that award that I got is mainly yours, because you guys are what caused me to get it. I mean, it wasn't me. I didn't do anything. Nothing spectacular. Hadn't been for you, I wouldn't have got it. I'm going to go ahead and glue the first section down, just the book pages. That way they'll kind of stay in place when I start adding layers to the top. Now, you can do these individually if you want. I just find that sometimes it's easier for me to do them all on a page like this, and then just tear them out. But you can do it any way that you want. My sister-in-law had her surgery this morning, her heart surgery. I tell you, that's been a that's been a little bit of a down memory lane for me. Well, a lot of down memory lane for me. My husband in 2005 had open heart surgery and didn't fare so well, but and then we lost him last year. I'll glue that one down too, probably, since I already got glue on it. But she did good. So far she's out of surgery. She's in recovery already, which they weren't expecting that to happen so quick. They thought she would probably be in there until after lunch. That's what they was telling my brother. But I think she's done well. They haven't got to talk to the doctor yet because he had a lot of other surgeries scheduled. You know how they do, just back to back. So he was going from one OR room to the other. But I'm thinking, I mean, this is my thought. I don't know if this is a correct thought or not. But I think if it would have been anything real serious, you know, if something that he couldn't fix, in other words. I mean, I know heart surgery is serious regardless. But I think he would have come and talked to him, because that's what the doctor did to us. I mean, he had problems and he had issues, and he come and talked to me right after the surgery and told me what I was facing, what we was looking at, and all of that. So I'm taking it as a good sign that he, you know, felt good enough about just going on to the next OR without talking to him right that minute. He is going to come back and talk to him as soon as he gets through with this other surgery. But I told my brother, I said, just take that as a good sign, because if it had been something that was, you know, wrong, that he couldn't do, that he was, you know, afraid of, whatever, he would have come straight and talked to you. He wouldn't have let you wait. So anyway, I'm hoping that's what it is. So at least the surgery is behind her, and I know the healing is a big thing, but at least she's got that surgery down. It's gone for now. Hopefully she won't have to have any more. I tell you, this is 2022 and 2023 has been years that I don't think I'd ever want to live again. I don't think I'd want to go through all of them again. It's not been too happy of a time around the old Ray place. Alright. And as you can see, I'm talking to you as I'm just going through and putting down little pieces. It's nothing, you know, it's nothing earth-shattering. You guys can do this with your eyes closed, probably. And I don't necessarily, I just kind of look at the piece and see where I feel like that it fits. Sometimes it might not fit in one place, but it'll fit somewhere else. Like I like that little piece right there, so we're going to grab that little flower and those words that are behind it. And the butterfly, maybe, part of it anyway. I think I tore part of it off, but so hopefully everyone is on the mend. I'm hoping and praying. Alicia got some good reports, most good reports, back on all of her blood work that she had to have. She has to have blood work done, I think about every 6 months, like Whit did, because, you know, she has some of the same, or similar, I'll say similar. She tells me not to say the same, Mother. Some similar heart problems that my husband did, but hers are not her valve and not congestive heart failure. Hers is more the mechanics of the heart, the what makes it beat in rhythm and all of that. So it's hers is the we tell her hers is electronics. So anyway, she got most all of her blood work came back good. Her creatinine was up a little bit, but they said that they're going to test it again in about 90 days, I think, and see if that goes back down. And if it does, then she will have a good, clean bill of health for a while. for a long while, we're hoping. So I think that's about the updates on my families. Like I said, now my head cold and all that is just almost basically gone. I've still got just a little bit of a cough when I first get up in the mornings, a little bit of a sneeze, that kind of thing, but that's allergies, you know, it's gonna be. I'm afraid they're gonna get worse before they get better. Now, parts of this video I may speed up when I'm doing just repetition stuff, because you can see and I don't have to necessarily talk to you and let you know what's going on. That's going to be our first 2 layers right there. So what I'm going to do is going to go ahead and glue this second layer down. Already glued that one. And I don't like to glue them right on top. I kind of glue them at different angles and different, you know, I like for the layers to be offset, in other words. I got a glob of glue on that one. And there. Alright, so that's our first 2 layers, and now we're going to add some more little pieces here and there. And when I say little pieces, what I do is just grab up just little things that I think might look good under something. Like, I kind of like that piece under there. And this is vellum. And I think I want a little green piece under here. And again, I'm not going to put them at the same, you know, I'm not going to stack them right on top of each other. I'm going to offset everything. Alright, let's see what else we got in our stack of goodies up here. And I like to put different colors. And not, you know, I don't want to stick all with the same color. And some of them are going to be big pieces, some of them are going to be little pieces. Alright. Now I've got a whole bag full of different little pieces here, so I'm going to grab some of these out. I spotted this pink one right away. I'm going to use a piece of it. A little pink piece up under that. And that may be a little bit too big, so we'll pull a little of it off. And then spotted this in there. This is just a piece of coffee dyed page, I think. Put one there, and then let's see. I think I was thinking about that one maybe. Okay, I'm going to speed the next portion of this up and just let you watch. I may add some music to it, I don't know. I just want you to watch, and that way you can kind of get the hang of what I'm doing. Like I said, it's not brain surgery, it's not anything earth-shattering, but it'll just show you a little bit about how I come about putting all this together. Okay, I have a layer of 3 on all of these, so I'm just going to go in and put a little extra glue under them. Now at this point you could stitch if you wanted to. I usually don't because I do other things on top of this, but you could stitch these. Or you could staple them. I just add a little glue and go for it. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to tear these out. And I'm just going to go down sort of kind of the middle. I'm not going to worry about making sure that it's perfect. I may even use my little tear ruler so I don't have to fold the page up any. I'm going to go down between them like that. I want to leave enough space around them that, you know, you can still see some of this paper. But you won't see a lot of it once we finish. This is just kind of your base layer. It's a good way to make quite a few little clusters, using up quite a few scraps in a short amount of time. Okay, we've got them torn that way. Now I do want to tear off the edges here. I'm just going to do that and try my best to go down the edge here. It's a little bit close right there, but that's okay. And then we just go in between them. And I tear at all different kinds of angles. I don't tear straight across or anything like that. See, you've got that. And of course, if you don't want these little corners like that, you just tear them off. So we'll get them all torn apart, and then we'll kind of go back and pull the corners off and do that kind of thing. And then we will put our focal points on there. Okay, we have all of them torn apart. And then, like I said, I'm just going to go back around, and any little squared off points like that, I'm just going to tear. I don't want them to look so even. I want them to look kind of jagged. So I'm going to go around and do that to all of them. Just tearing my little points off. Then we're going to pull out our focal points and we'll embellish them. I have pulled out some embellishments and I've just laid them around on here. I don't know if this is exactly where they'll stay or if I'll move them somewhere else. But I've got butterflies and flowers and buttons. I have some pieces of doilies over here I think I'm going to use. So I'm just going to start off with one and we'll kind of go from there. I'm going to start with this one because I see a doily, a piece of doily that I want to include there, I think. And then I may go ahead and put that butterfly on there too. So I'm going to put this doily down there, the piece of it. And I think I actually put it upside down, but it'll be alright. You're not going to tell anybody, are you? Then let's put the flower there. And that's just a flower that's been around in my stash for a while. And I haven't figured out a place to put it. And I thought, well, this is a good place to put it right here. Let's see. Yeah, I think the butterfly will look okay there. Put him kind of like he's flying into the flower there. Then I want to put this button on here. And I'm going to stitch my button on. I think I am. This needle is not very sharp. It's one that I use in my journaling, so I may have to get a sharp one. Don't know. We'll see in a minute. And I've just got some embroidery floss. If I can hit the hole, I'll get in there. I'm just going to put a couple of stitches in there. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to get a sharper needle. This is not wanting to pierce through all that. Okay. Then I'll just go to the back side and just tie it off. And then I'm going to grab me a sharper needle. This one is not doing the trick. Don't worry about your knot or anything like that, because all that's going to be glued down when you put your little clusters down. That's going to be glued anyway, so don't worry about that. Alright, let me grab a sharper needle. Okay, this is a sharper needle, but it still has a big eye so that I can put this thick string through it, I hope. There we go. Now, I was just going to see if I needed anything else on that one. I may put a piece of lace or something on it. It looks a little bit plain to me. I may put some white lace on there. I've got some little scraps here. I may just grab those and put them on. Let's just run a little piece of this, maybe across the bottom. That's not doing it for me either, so we're going to go with some cheesecloth. And we'll see what we can do with this. Now, this is actually, and my poor daughter, she said, yuck, when I told her what it was. This is actually gauze. And she went, yuck. And I said, it's not used gauze. It's new. It's just some that I had left over, and I just decided to use it. And I coffee dyed it. But she was like, yuck, Mother. I said, baby, it doesn't have anything on it. It's brand new. Nothing on there. And that wasn't Melina. That was Alicia that did that. Yuck. She saw it in my sink. That's where I had coffee dyed it. And it, you know, it looked brown. So she was like, oh, Mother, yuck. Why you got this in your sink? I said, baby, it's coffee, not anything else. She said, oh, good. She said, why are you coffee dyeing gauze? She's not very crafty, so she doesn't get the whole gist of coffee dyeing stuff. I said, because I want to use it in my journals. She said, oh. Alright, I like that a little bit better, but I'm still looking for something. And I think I'm just going to use that little piece of lace right there. Right across the bottom. Just like that. Now you could stitch over that and that would look really good if you wanted to do that. Or you can just leave it as it is. I'll probably run a little stitch over it, or I might just grab a little bit of this bling and put some bling on here. I hadn't used any of my bling in a while, have I? Now I probably won't do every one of these on camera, but you'll see them in the photos. So I really don't want this video to be like 4 days long, because I mean, I'm just now back and I don't want to break you guys in the wrong way. Okay, so there is one little cluster. I like that. Okay, we're going to do this one, and I'm thinking that I may put this little white doily behind that. Yeah, it'll pull out a little bit of white and that flower. It's just a little piece of doily. Or I may do all of these and just speed it up like I did before. You guys let me know if that bothers you for me to speed them up. It helps me a lot. It keeps the videos from being so long. But I know some people don't like it. But I can't please everybody, can I? Not even going to try to. I just don't want to keep you for like days on end watching a video. And then I think I'm going to put that green button there, and I'm just going to use the same thread. I'm not going to change. Wow, that needle is not wanting to pierce it either. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to pierce it from this side. So I just went ahead and finished all of these because I had company come in and then I had a customer come in. So went ahead and finished them. I'll let you, don't hold them so close, Edith, they can't see them. Now my camera is still not doing autofocus up close, so I'll just have to do the best I can. And I've got good pictures of them that will be at the end of the video as well. I just put little bits and pieces that I had laying around on them. And then put buttons on there. And some little flowers, some bling, different things. Just whatever you've got laying on your desk. Put it in there. Or put it on there, I mean. Not in there, on there. There we go. And I got all of them finished while I was sitting here talking to my customer. Alright, so that's a little quick look. I know that was pretty quick, but you'll see photos of all of them up close at the end of the video. Alright guys, we'll talk to you later. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Bye-bye.